Welcome back to the Mygm mode with WWE 2K24, and we have the first pay-per-view Hell in a Cell ready to kick off. We're going to have plenty of matches, all championship, and let's see who walks away with the championship belts. Let's get into it. Once again, appreciate all the support. Thanks for the likes, as it does help the channel grow. And make sure you hit subscribe if you want to see more. Let's jump into it. Here we go, our first pay-per-view. We need to make sure our opener is solid as well as our main event. So we'll look at potentially doing a steel cage match for both of those ones. Of course, we're going to get the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view arena, boost some of that show quality. And steel cage matches also give us the benefit of closing off rivalries with massive popularity. So we'll go with the Tag Team Championship up first. In a steel cage match, we've got Logan Paul, MVP, the champions versus Chad Gable and Otis. Next up, we are going to go the women's title with Mygm and Rhea Ripley. Unfortunately, the Seth Rollins and Shinsuke Nakamura rivalry hasn't really, produced too much in the way of rivalry wise. So we will hold off the championship belt for that one. And obviously the next pay-per-view, which is Payback. Hopefully the rivalry's at a 4 out of 4 and we can book a solid match. After that, we will go Bron Breakker versus Duke Hudson. And that's going to be for the US title. On that one, we've got the Women's Tag Team Championship. Maxine Dupree, Josie Jane, the champions, versus Isla Dawn and Scarlett. And that will be in an Extreme Rules match. Now, one thing is we haven't used much of Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson yet in the first couple of weeks. So we will start a rivalry with them against MVP and Logan Paul. And obviously, if Logan Paul and MVP walk away with the belts, they'll be our next contenders for that one. Rhea Ripley and Mygm are going to be a steel cage match as well. The Women's Championship. Yeah, I think this is probably our best opportunity to really make an impact with this pay-per-view. So let's get into this first match. Logan Paul, MVP, Chad Gable, Otis, steel cage match for the Raw Tag Team Championship. Now, Logan Paul, MVP, the unlikely duo, did win the belts on Raw. And they obviously got the opportunity here to retain. But they do have a strong opponent in Chad Gable and Otis. Alpha Academy do work well together. So we'll see who comes out on top here. Bit of an unlikely duo with MVP and Logan Paul. But, you know, sometimes that works in the WWE. Some very unorthodox teams sometimes walk away with those championships. So let's see how we go in this first one. It's going to be interesting, that's for sure. Will the big guy do a frog splash off the top of the cage? Who knows? Highly unlikely, but you know, it'd be one hell of a moment. There we have it. Raw Tag Team Championship. That's what's on the line here. In the steel cage. And German suplex here by Chad Gable on MVP. Tornado Tad in the cage is a bit of an interesting one because you don't want to be potentially the first tag team member to get out. Oh, what a move there by MVP. Because if you are the first team member to get out, you kind of leave your partner there on a 2v1. And it looks like MVP is making an attempt here. But Logan Paul does have Chad Gable in a position. And the first exit here is by MVP. Otis is climbing. Logan Paul does come across and cut him off. The first to get out of the cage here is MVP. Now the question is, can Logan Paul keep Chad Gable and Otis at bay and get himself out of the cage? Chad Gable has Logan Paul up here. Both of them are just hunting Logan Paul at the moment. Oh, wasn't a frog splash from the top of the cage, but still would have hurt. Chad Gable with the German suplexes on Logan Paul now. All momentum's been lost here by Logan Paul since MVP has exited. And Otis looks to be attempting to get out of the cage here, so it will be a one-on-one between Logan Paul and Chad Gable here if Otis does get on the other side. Logan Paul's smart, he wouldn't stop Otis here and just focus on Chad Gable, and he does. Belts on the line, just between the two now. Punch to the stomach. Logan Paul climbing. Oh, he turns around and a frog splash on Chad Gable. Is that enough? Does he exit? Nope. He's going back. Doesn't know what to do here. And he taunts. Was that the right move there by Logan Paul? Or should have he tried to attempt to get out of there? Chad Gable counters. Move there by Chad Gable. Logan Paul again. Frog splash. Second frog splash here. Surely that's enough. And he does climb to exit here. Chad Gable is out at the moment, but he has life. And he cut off Logan Paul. So he hits him, slows him down. Got one leg here, pulling him back over. Both men stand on the top rope here. And off the steel cage there by Chad Gable. Now it's his turn. There's movement here by Logan Paul. Can he get up? Can he cut him off? Slows him down here. But Chad Gable does fight back. Kicks to the face. Logan Paul is out at the moment, resting on the rope. This could be it. Oh, new champions. Chad Gable and Otis. What a match. What an opener to Hell in a Cell. The Alpha Academy walking away with the tag team belts. There we have it. What a match. That's how you want an opener to be. And it's a 4.5 star classic. Great start to the pay-per-view for Raw. Exactly what we wanted. Now our tag team call out is Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson against MVP and Logan Paul. So that will be to determine who is the #1 contender. But now we got the US title. Duke Hudson has had a bit of momentum leading up to Hell in a Cell winning the last 2 matches. But you can't take anything away from the champion, Bron Breakker. It's going to be a tough match here for Duke Hudson. An exciting US Championship title match. Now this will be his first title defense since becoming the champion of our brand, the US Champion. So can he retain after a difficult couple of weeks against the challenger in Duke Hudson? US Championship up for grabs. There it is. There's the gold. We start the match off. Bron Breakker with a spine buster to open it up. Good start there by Bron Breakker. And he takes out the legs of Duke Hudson. Gets him back in the ring. Where's he going up top? Lion elbow. Man on a mission now. Wants to retain. Big shots. That belly to belly over the top rope. That would have hurt. Duke Hudson doesn't know what's happening at the moment. Ref's trying to stop Bron Breakker. And the 10 count starts. Out of the ring, what's his plan here? Big shots here by Bron Breakker. Absolutely dominating this match at the moment. Gets Duke back into the ring. No, he doesn't. Throws him into the steps. Absolutely dominating this match here, Bron Breakker. Shots to the back of the head. He is a man on a mission at the moment. Spear. Does he get the 3 count? 1, 2, 3. What a match by the champion, Bron Breakker. I don't even know if Duke Hudson knew what happened there. A successful defense there by the US champion. What a match there. And still, your US champion, Bron Breakker. Another classic match. Great ratings coming out of this pay-per-view. Next up, we got Seth freaking Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura. The match is only rated good, and rivalry also didn't go up to level 3. So not the best start for this rivalry between the two. But up next, we got the tag championship, the women's. And we've got Maxine Dupree, one half of the tag team champions with the rookie Josie Jane. Now, a bit of a slapped together team there, but the matches have been rated very well so far. Obviously with the rivalry with Scarlett and Isla Dawn. So we've got the rookie, Josie Jane, Maxine Dupree. A win here will be great for that partnership, but they've definitely got very tough opponents here at their first pay-per-view as champions. First to the ring is Scarlett, one half of the challengers. Her partner will be Isla Dawn. Both very fiery, fierce competitors. Wanting to walk away with the gold here. But can Josie Jane and Maxine Dupree retain? That is the question. We're about to get into this match. Referee holds up the belts. That's what's on the line here. Isla Dawn tags in Scarlett here. Double team. Takes down Maxine Dupree. Josie Jane now in the ring. Nice submission. Puts the pressure on. But she does let her out. She must have different thoughts. Wants to go for some more punishment. Maxine Dupree and Josie Jane are on the offensive. Looking for a double team here, and they do pull it off. Scarlett, no room to move, and a punishing kick to the elbow. Josie Jane looking to get up high here. Is she going to drop a flying elbow? And she does deliver. What a move. Going for the count. 1, 2, 3. And Maxine Dupree and Josie Jane retain the belts. Bit of an interesting ending there by Josie Jane. But they are successful in retaining. Scarlett and Isla Dawn will not be happy with that. But your champions, and still Maxine Dupree, Josie Jane, celebrate with the fans. Great Hell in a Cell pay-per-view so far, but we're not over yet. And an okay match there. Rivalry does go to 3. But up next, we have the main event. Rhea Ripley versus Mygm for the Women's Championship in a steel cage. Can Rhea Ripley retain? That is the question. Mygm is the free agent we picked up, and she has the first crack at this championship.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Probably more suited here for Rhea.
Rhea Ripley.
She'll probably be very punishing with the steel cage. Mygm's definitely got to watch out there. And your champion. That's what we're fighting for here. And Rhea Ripley retain, or Mygm, the new women's champion. Ref now holds up the gold here. And the cage comes down. Mygm on the attack with a back elbow there. And finishes off with a flying DDT. Mygm has been dominant so far here. Another DDT. He misses Rhea there. And Rhea is now on the offense. The pole driver. Oh, that would have hurt. Big shot here by the champion. Ray's looking for the riptide here. Can she finish it? She does. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And there you have it. Rhea Ripley retains. And still the Women's World Champion. Very dominant performance there. Mygm did start strong. But Rhea Ripley comes out on top.
She's able to successfully defend her title tonight. She just proved you
Great title defense here.
you best not miss.
A nice end to the rivalry. Coming out of the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. Another classic. So fantastic for us. Started the show with a classic. End it with a classic. Exactly how we wanted it. Rivalry completed. Fantastic results. Now let's have a look at what SmackDown does. Their pay-per-view will simulate through the matches. Strowman going up against Jimmy Uso with an amazing match. Their rivalry goes to 3. Kofi Kingston versus Dijak. Their rivalry to 1. So it looks like they're starting their rivalries off at the pay-per-view here. Becky Lynch. New tag team champion there. Rivalry complete there. And then they've got the tag belts at the end. Tony D'Angelo and Briggs. What about NXT? They started off with the tag match. And GG and Lyons both walk away there. Jinder Mahal versus Dexter Lumis. Rivalry now up to 3. Got the NXT champion. Now Baron Corbin. Rivalry with R-Truth up to 2. Big E, Damian Priest. Great match there. A solid card so far by NXT. And then the Women's Championship. Io Sky gets a legendary outcome there. Rivalry complete with Flair. WCW starting off with the tag belts. Omos and Gunther walk away with the belt. Title not on the line here, but Bayley does pick up the win. Rivalry moves to 2. Veer Maha versus Cody Rhodes for the WCW Championship. And Veer Maha does walk away with the belt. Rivalry moved to level 1. Alexa Bliss picks up the win. Then you got the Women's Championship to round out the main event. And Maurice is your new champion on a classic match, so not a bad card there for WCW as well. How did we fare against our competitors? Very solid start and finish. Mid-card was okay. Seth Rollins and Shinsuke wasn't the best. Got outperformed there. And the Women's Tag Championship as well. Got outperformed. No injuries for us so far. And looking through the cards of our competitors, they also had a successful pay-per-view without any injuries. So going through the first pay-per-view, we're looking pretty strong. 151 fans generated from that. SmackDown 138, so we're winning so far. 186 by NXT, unfortunately for us. 30,000 more, but we do beat WCW by 30. But not a terrible result. Obviously NXT absolutely destroyed us with their performance, but we're only 50,000 fans behind them at the moment. With the trades, potentially not really looking at it at the moment. I will go through the rosters of our competitors to see, if SmackDown, NXT or WCW have anyone. Love to pick up Finn Balor, but really don't want to give a lot away. Might be able to do a bit of maybe a combo. We do have Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson that we haven't really used yet. So maybe, let's see, Xavier Woods declines our offer. Maybe we throw a bit of cash in. See if we can put a bit of a sweetener on that one. No. Trade denied. He's definitely wanting to keep Finn Balor. About 70k. No. Really don't want to go too much more than that. I think, 100k, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, it's a pretty good offer, but he does decline it. So, we offered, we tried, but couldn't succeed. Now we've got Ivar for Chad Gable and Adrian Buck. Eric Bischoff wants Chad Gable and Adrian Buck, but we deny him on that one. We are trying to build something with the new tag team champion in Chad Gable. So we're not going to give him away just after our successful pay-per-view. Tyler Breeze. See those ratings? Yeah, okay. Props to you, bro. Logan Paul, happy. Got his match. MVP wants a bit of a change up. That works out well because we are putting him in a rivalry with Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. So not a bad thing for us. And the shake-up card. Round it out for us here. What should we go? Got fatal 4-way matches. Reduce the match type cost by 50%. Select a superstar. Whenever that superstar is used in a match, gain 1,000 fans. Superstars are far less likely to get injured in normal tables of 4 counts anywhere. I'm thinking select superstar whenever superstar is used. Yep, that's the one we're going to go. We're going to go the fan favorite here to round out the episode. I think we'll go with Seth Rollins, the champion. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the pay-per-view Hell in a Cell. Next up is the road to payback. Make sure you like and subscribe if you did enjoy this episode. And once again, thanks for watching.